Welcome back to Energy Discussion. Today we'll be talking about another franchise that deserves better. And today's franchise is Call of Duty, which unfortunately is more relevant than it should be currently. And why is that? Why is it relevant?
Because of the garbage games.
Yes. So I've talked about this with Richard before, but they were this close to another golden era of Call of Duty with 2019 Modern Warfare.
That didn't happen.
No, I don't know if they use a new engine or not, but they looked fresh. There was new gameplay, new mechanics. It was they were rebooting the story. They were bringing back modern gunplay, which they hadn't done in a long time. And it was headed for a good direction. I don't think Cold War didn't do it any favors, but certainly didn't build upon what 19 was setting up. Vanguard was horrible. And then Modern Warfare 2, I think overall was disappointing in pretty much every regard. Worst Warzone, worst gunfight, worst campaign, maybe worst gameplay. I feel like it was worst gameplay. So, and then that brings us to the modern Modern Warfare 3. It's about to come out, or it will be out. It is factually has been proven by reports of people who worked on the game. It was intentionally meant to be, or originally meant to be a expansion for Modern Warfare 2. But because Microsoft wants to make back their $70 billion they spent on Activision, they decided to bloat it and charge $70 as a full-on new game.
And as such, they're going to make a lot less money than they were.
Yep. So initial reports is the beta was not great. It's basically a map pack for Modern Warfare 3, original Modern Warfare 2 map. That should have been in the other Modern Warfare 2. They weren't. $70, and the campaign is about 4 hours, but it's actually 2 hours of story, 2 hours of filler. Gameplay-wise, they reuse locations from things like Warzone and multiplayer, so you're not even getting an original experience.
As you do.
Yeah. They kill off long-time main characters just as side characters. Not going to spoil who that is, although you shouldn't even care because it's bad. And I think the worst thing about all of this is this was supposed to be the 1 year that they skipped a game because they release annual titles, which
It is not good.
it's not great, but at the very least you can say they put in more effort than games like Madden do annually.
Is that really a high bar, though?
No, it's not. But just looking at positives here. The other thing is, it honestly hurts them. It's frustrating because they release a game every year. If you actually had a good one, like 19, for example, you're cutting your player base quite a bit every time you release a new game. And then you have garbage like Modern Warfare 3 and Vanguard taking up players when they could be playing and populating Modern Warfare 2019. So
it just hurts the longevity of the entire brand as a whole.
Yeah. I don't know if this is like just a coincidence or what's going on, but you have three people developing Call of Duty game. You have Infinity Ward, which had Modern Warfare 2019. You had Treyarch, which is known for their zombies. They did like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, which wasn't great. And then they did Cold War, which I liked, but it was kind of a mixed thing. I think most people looking back now like it. And then Sledgehammer Games, which let's look at their track record. 2017, we had World War II, which was extremely controversial and underwhelming campaign. You had Vanguard in 2021, which is the worst Call of Duty. I think it's the second worst. The only thing lower rated is Ghosts, which is notoriously the worst game ever. I think it's overhated. I've never played it. I know nothing about it, but just from the sound of it, it's probably everyone just wants to hate it. But anyway, and then most recently they were given in charge of Modern Warfare 3 for some reason.
And look at how that turned out.
The worst Call of Duty in history. They were on track to be anyway. So what's going on here?
What's going on is that they're trying to make money and they're sacrificing quality. As you do.
Okay.
Their plan seems to be to just have annual releases and try and throw out a game that people will play for like 6 months or whatever. Don't put any effort until the longevity of the game, and then they pump out the next one and hope people play that for the next 6 months, and then more and more money. But they're not retaining player retention or loyalty, so it's just hurting their brand, so they're going to end up losing money, because when a game is bad, people complain, and it makes them less likely to buy the next game in the series.
Yes. However, in Call of Duty's instance, it's unlike other franchises where if you like the last, or if you dislike the last one, it doesn't mean you're not going to play the next one. It means you're just going to be more critical of it. However, they it's often gone in the way of, if the last one was bad, you just hope the next one, you say, oh, this one's bad, I'll wait for the next one. That's how the mentality goes for Call of Duty games.
That's not a good mentality,
True, but that's it is proven to work though. For example, like Black Ops 4 was 2018, extremely controversial. It did not have a single player campaign at all. So then when 2019 came out, it was great. And then that had a campaign that was actually one of the best of the series. And then, so it's kind of like, Call of Duty is, like Madden, for example, they do annual releases. I don't know if people want Madden to succeed. I think people just want a good football game, and right now Madden's the only one that does that. So, by logic,
they kind of want got to take what they can get.
They want Madden to be good, so they have good football. I think people want Call of Duty to be good because they know it can be, and they've seen it before. Thus, franchise that deserves better.
Where our allies' base is under attack,
because it can be better. We've seen better.
And it deserves to be as good as that all the time.
Yeah. So, yeah. But what do I think it could do to get there? Well, take a year off. Absolutely. Stop giving Sledgehammer games. They should be like a side development team. They should not be given full-fledged titles to work on because they've proven they can't handle it.
Yeah, I think if Sledgehammer was dropped, they could have bigger budgets for the other Call of Duty games, and that would make them better and overall just help the brand.
Keep your 3-year development cycle for games. They've proven that works. Just skip the year that Sledgehammer's game was going to be. I don't think anyone would complain about that.
Yeah.
And then, so the next one is supposed to be Treyarch, and assuming it was, they cooked it long enough, got what it needs to have, and it's written well, it should be a good game again. We should get a good one.
the fact that you can't say it will be a good game.
Well, because the track record for the last few have not been great.
Yeah.
Depends on what trends they want to follow.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's no consistency, which means that it becomes harder and harder to keep yourself invested.
I think they need to try to change the game just like 2019 did and kind of reset the standard. But time will tell. And Treyarch, again, known for zombies, so if they can at least get that right, which I think they did in Cold War, I know it's different, but looking back, especially compared to what Vanguard had, it was a lot, and it was good, and it was content, at the very least. Nothing's ever going to beat Black Ops 3 content-wise, but at least Cold War was free to purchase a game, obviously, but a lot of Black Ops 3 stuff was paid DLC, so... And, the other thing is, what actually pleases Call of Duty fans? What do they want? They're the hardest questions to please.
Well, I think that's because they don't know what they want. They keep getting so much different stuff that
I think
they don't know what makes Call of Duty anymore.
A lot of people will tell you it's writing, it's the campaign. No matter what Vanguard would have you believe, Call of Duty does have iconic characters that people like. They just choose to go in different directions, and I think their biggest hurdle right now is multiplayer / battle royale. I don't know what the fix is for that. I don't know how you make Warzone fun and engaging again. I don't know how you make skill-based matchmaking will go a long way for multiplayer. That's what's been ruining it in the last, 5 games.
The existence of skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah. We go back and we play Modern Warfare Remastered or 2016, and it's just casual multiplayer fun. You get an assault rifle, you run around, you shoot people. This isn't like, you go try that in Modern Warfare 2, the new one. Everyone's slide canceling, drop shotting all over the place. It's I don't want to play that. I want just casual fun. Or, if I want to be competitive, I should want to be competitive, right? It should be a choice, not I have to be competitive.
Yeah.
So they need to figure that out. Skill-based matchmaking would be the place to start, I think. And then, again, I don't know how you fix Warzone.
But you got to do something.
I don't think they should drop Battle Royale. But they should, I don't know, innovate it. Warzone 2 didn't innovate Battle Royale. So, I think that's what they should do. I don't know. You haven't played as much as I have.
I have not played as many Battle Royales now.
Well, I meant Call of Duty.
Call of Duty? I don't think I've ever played a Call of Duty game, honestly. But I actually don't know.
I think its biggest strengths are single-player campaigns and zombies. I think that's what it shines. I don't think it's really shined in multiplayer in a long time. I know the golden era of Black Ops 1 and 2, Modern Warfare 2, original. But it's those are a long time ago, and even if they just straight up ported those games exactly as they were, it would never be the same because these people don't play like that anymore.
Games have just changed.
Yeah. So, you're never gonna get those days back. I don't know what to do there. Besides, for me, you have other games you have Halo and you have Titanfall that kind of offer more unique multiplayer experiences. So I think that's the main thing. Call of Duty just needs to nail down their identity.
Yeah.
They need to perfect what they're good at, starting with single-player campaigns, your writing, gameplay of the campaigns, your zombies, getting good zombies maps, replayable zombies maps, the formula, just content. Start there, get a decent multiplayer to help those two, right? Those two things, and I don't think people would complain as much. You have at least an 8 out of 10 right there for a game. I don't think people would complain as much about the multiplayer, especially since there's like 10 other ones you can pick from that are still online because they put one out every year. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. It's just, honestly, just take a break for a year. You don't need one every year.